Now, Miss Wargrove will bring up that TCT interview.
You know, if I had known that interview might hurt your case, I would have never done the darn thing. All I want to do is help Mrs. Tucker.
And you will. Just answer the questions as they're asked, and we'll be right here. Let's get on it.
Okay. I'm a clerk at an LA County self-help center. I help people apply for restraining orders. Been doing it for 12 years now.
Now, will you walk us through a typical workday?
Well, when someone comes in, I answer their questions and explain how to get a restraining order.
Have you ever met Mrs. Tucker?
Yes, I remember her coming in. A lot of women come in hats and sunglasses, but I remember she had the biggest diamond ring I've ever seen. And then I remembered I saw her on TV. My wife and I, we watched those ESPY award shows.
What else do you remember?
She asked if restraining orders were a public record. I said yes.
Now, Mrs. Gray, do you recall if Mrs. Tucker ever got the restraining order?
No, she left without filing.
How many people do you see a day?
A few dozen.
Let's say 2 dozen. How long did you interact with the defendant?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Over 12 years, that's 72,000 people. And yet, you remember one woman that you saw for 10 minutes.
I can never forget her.
Is that what you told TZT when you sold your story?
Objection.
Withdrawn.
How do you remember Mrs. Tucker?
Because she left without filing. I may not have known her name, but I remember her face because she left. Those are the ones I worry about more. Not the ones who stay and work past their tears when they're describing the horrific acts that brought them here, but it's the ones who are afraid of someone, but they're afraid to admit it. Those are the ones that keep me up at night. That's why I remember Mrs. Tucker. She was scared. She had tears. But then she left, alone, with nothing.